What if's the biggest company in the world, one that reshaped how we shop, how we live, began not in a skyscraper, not in Silicon Valley, but in a tiny garage? What if the seed of a trillion-dollar empire was nothing more than a desk, a phone, and a dream? Would you still believe your idea is too small to matter? This is the story of Jeff Bezos, and how one small beginning became Amazon, the company that redefined the 21st century. In the early 1990s, Jeff Bezos had what most people would call the dream job. He was a senior vice president at a Wall Street hedge fund, earning big money, secure future, stable path. But then he stumbled on a number that changed his life. The internet was growing at 2,300% a year. Something inside him whispered, "This is the future." Most of us see opportunities, but dismiss them because they look too uncertain, too risky. Bezos had a choice: stay in safety or step into the unknown. He chose the unknown. He left his secure job, packed his bags, and drove cross-country to Seattle with one crazy idea: an online bookstore. It was 1994. No investors, no flashy offices, just a garage, a desk made out of a wooden door, and a small team of dreamers. They worked long nights, shipped books by hand, and hoped customers would trust something as strange as buying books online. At first, Amazon was clumsy, slow. Mistakes were everywhere. But little by little, order by order, the dream grew. And that garage, cramped, messy, ordinary, became the birthplace of a revolution. Bezos wasn't just selling books. He was building a philosophy: customer obsession, willingness to take long-term risks, the belief that every small improvement, every 1% gain, compounds into something massive. He once said, "It's not an experiment if you know it's going to work." That philosophy meant Amazon tried, failed, tried again, and grew beyond books into music, electronics, cloud computing, streaming, AI. It's easy to look at Bezos today and only see success. But the early years were brutal. Investors doubted him. Critics called Amazon bomb. The dot-com crash wiped out hundreds of startups. Amazon barely survived. But Bezos had a rule: focus on what doesn't change. Customers will always want lower prices. They will always want faster delivery. They will always want more selection. While others chased hype, he doubled down on fundamentals. That simple principle became Amazon's engine. From a psychological perspective, Bezos embodied the growth mindset that Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck describes. Instead of fearing failure, he saw it as tuition, the cost of learning. Business experts point to another principle: compounding advantage. Small, daily actions, when repeated consistently, lead to exponential results. That's why Amazon's story is less about one breakthrough moment and more about relentless iteration. It's a lesson for all of us. Success is not built in sudden leaps, but in steady, invisible layers stacked over time. If Bezos' journey were told as a parable, it might sound like this. A man plants a seed in the corner of a yard. Neighbors laugh. It's too small, too fragile, too ordinary. But every day he waters it. Every day he shields it from storms. Seasons pass. Slowly, the seed becomes a sapling. Slowly, the sapling becomes a tree. Years later, that tree grows so vast, its branches stretch across the world. And the same neighbors whisper, "How could something so big come from something so small?" The truth is, everything big once began small. Most of us are waiting for the perfect moment, the big break, the flawless plan. But Bezos' story reminds us, perfection is not the starting point. Courage is. Your dream doesn't need a skyscraper office, $1 million, or an army of employees. Sometimes all it needs is a garage, a desk, and the stubbornness to keep going. Think about your own life. What's the garage dream you've been putting off? What seed is waiting in your hands, but you're too afraid to plant because it looks too small? Jeff Bezos didn't build Amazon because he knew it would be huge. He built it because he believed small ideas, nurtured with persistence, can change the world. So here's the challenge. Don't dismiss your small ideas. Don't underestimate your little beginnings. That side project, that journal entry, that experiment kit could be your garage story. Because the truth is, the future empires of the world are already hiding in today's garages.